Here is a policy change that sounds positive at first. Higher wages? Who would complain about that? But you know what? For foreign workers, the answer it is much more complicated. According to TimesXP's report, the Department of Labor has proposed a major overhaul of prevailing wage level for H-1B, H-1B1, E3 and PERM workers, and yes, the proposed number significant. The level 1 wage benchmark, it would move from the 17th percentile to 34th percentile. Level 2 would move from the 34th to 52nd percentile. Level 3, it would move from 50 to 70, and level 4 would rise from 67th to 88th. Now, why should anybody care about these percentage? They should, because behind every percentage is a salary, and behind every salary is an employer deciding whether it can afford to hire you or not. You know what, the larger technology companies paying more, it may be manageable. But imagine a smaller company trying to sponsor a foreign graduate. The employer may suddenly needs to offer thousands of dollars more each year. In fact, the report estimates increases roughly $14,000 to $20,000 annually across many technology and corporate roles. Well, that changes the hiring conversation entirely, right? A company that previously said, yes, we can sponsor this candidate, may now say that the position is no longer financially viable. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where the policy creates a strange contradiction here. Higher wages can protect foreign workers from being underpaid. But higher wages requirement, it can also make employers less willing to sponsor them. So, is this a raise or is it a barrier? It is potentially both, maybe. And yes, there is another layer here. The report connects this proposed wage overhaul with the newer wage-weighted H-1B selection system. If higher paid workers already receive better odds in selection and employers are simultaneously being required to pay their higher wages, then the entry-level applicant, that candidate can face a double challenge. The workers need the visa, the employer needs to afford the worker, and the company may decide that the easiest solution it is not to sponsor at all. You know, this is specifically relevant for fresh graduates. And once again, Indian students are right in the middle of this particular discussion too, because the traditional route into the American technology market, it often began with an entry-level position. Now, if that first door becomes more and more expensive, then fewer companies may open it. And yes, that brings us to another H-1B story, one that looks at the lottery itself. So the question is no longer only how much does an H-1B cost? It can also be how many employers are still willing to enter that particular race.